So this is a love reading. This is just going to be a general love reading. If you have found this video, there's definitely a message for you in here. Basically, I I have I have 9 subscribers. So if you have come across this video, there's definitely something for you to take away. So I'm going to draw 2 cards. Each card is going to represent one person in this relationship. And once I have both of these cards pulled, you should have confirmation. So I am, obviously, I am getting 2 feminine cards. That doesn't mean that it is 2 females in the relationship. Doesn't mean it's not. It just seems like both people in this relationship are in more of a giving energy, a nurturing energy. The High Priestess, this High Priestess is actually in reverse. The deck, this is the double major deck, so it only has, it doesn't have the minor arcana, it just has the court cards and the major arcana, and it has one of each. So the Queen of Pentacles is upright, and the High Priestess is reversed, so just the negative polarity. I interpret the Rider-Waite-Smith version of the tarot like pretty much everybody else does, but I also do use Carl Jung's version of the tarot as well. And usually when I use from this deck, that is the version that I am referring to. So obviously we, in the High Priestess, in traditional tarot, we have somebody who looks inward, or in this case would be struggling to look inward. In fact, in this card, it looks like somebody is seeking something outside of themselves, possibly seeking something outside of this relationship. Don't worry, that doesn't necessarily mean they're seeking another person. That just means that for whatever reason, this relationship doesn't, I don't want to say doesn't mean a lot to person A, because I don't know that it does or doesn't. But there's definitely something else going on externally in this relationship that has person A's attention. And person B, which is the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like is deeply rooted, if not in this relationship, definitely deeply rooted in themselves. Maybe person B has more of a better understanding of themselves, and person A is still trying to discover themselves in some ways. But this is the energy that I'm picking up for each individual person in this relationship. Queen of Pentacles is very, if you're not well off, you definitely aren't feeling, I see person B feeling very content, either in the relationship or with themselves or both. And person A is less content. And again, that doesn't mean that they are looking outside of your relationship. That just means that I feel like person A has a lot more going on internally, and person B is the rock. Pentacles, earth energy, that is what I'm feeling. This feels a lot more, I don't want to say flaky. Flaky is probably not the right word. Flighty? I don't know if that's the right word either, but I'm picking up like almost caged animal energy from this specific card. I think that this person is probably very spiritual or is struggling with some part of their spirituality. But there's definitely a lot going on for person A as opposed to person B. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card. This is I have the book right here actually. Keymaster Tarot. That is the tarot deck that I'm using. This is just a regular tarot deck. So we have Temperance. That is a really good card for the energy between the two of you. I feel like person A is, I'm going to go ahead and say that I almost feel like person B would be the more masculine of the two, if there's a masculine energy here. And person A would be the feminine energy, but the temperance between the two is a wonderful card to get. You got it upright. I do take reversals. I know I don't take reversals in this deck. There are decks that I do take reversals in, but this is not one of them. So it came up upright anyway. I don't know. I feel like there might be some physical distance between the two of you, if not emotional distance between the two of you. And I say that because there's only one person in every single card. There isn't a card with multiple people in it. I don't think that this deck does have multiple people in there, but no, that's not true. There are cards that do have multiple people in this deck. The Temperance card leads me to believe that there is some kind of mutual energy transference, in the sense of, like, I don't feel like one person is taking more out of the other person in this relationship. The relationship itself does seem fairly peaceful, but I do see person A going through a lot right now, and almost like person B doesn't necessarily not want to get involved with what person A is dealing with, but seems to really just want to allow person A to discover themselves, whatever that means. Maybe it's a new career path, maybe it's family issues, maybe they have learned, this is very specific, maybe they have found family that they didn't know existed. But the relationship between the two doesn't seem to be the problem for person A. In fact, I would say person A is able to feel at home with person B. Let me go ahead and pull a card for person A. What is it that person A is dealing with? Person A. Ooh, okay. So person A has... Okay. So to me, I feel like what person A is going through is probably more financial or career. So we have the 10 of Pentacles and we have the 8 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles, it seems like they're moving out of the 8 of Pentacles energy, which is putting in a lot of work. And I feel like for whatever reason, they are not putting in the same amount of work that they were putting in before, but they are receiving massive benefits, which to me is good. So I don't know what the struggle is. What is the struggle? What is the struggle with person A? Is it the Hierophant? Okay, so I feel like the Hierophant is the one I got. I feel like they are struggling on a personal, spiritual, religious level, and I feel like the work that they have put in and the rewards that they are receiving, for whatever reason, something isn't sitting well with them. They are not feeling good about themselves. They're not feeling good about the work that they're doing, and that is what is causing a lot of the issues with person A. And I feel like that would explain why person B isn't involved, in the sense of, I mean, how many of us are really involved in our significant other's work if we're not working together? Right? So to me, there's definitely something going on work-wise that just makes them feel icky. It's like the best way that I can explain it. Person A feels icky about the job that they have had to do. Maybe it was a dirty job. Maybe it was just, I work with dogs, and it can be so rewarding, but there is something about people continuously bringing in their very ill pets and not caring for them. And there's definitely like an ick factor to it at times. And I love my job, but there are absolutely parts of it that are horrible and are not good. And I feel like regardless of whether or not this person likes their job, there is something that they're doing that doesn't make them feel good about themselves, regardless of the fact that they're good at their job, regardless of the fact that they make enough. It's not feeding them spiritually, it's not feeding them mentally, it's not feeding them emotionally. It is just something that they have been doing for so long because it pays their bills and it seems to pay them well. But it's definitely causing inner turmoil for person A. Person A, again, I don't see person A having an issue with this relationship. I see person A having issues outside of this relationship. And this relationship is almost like what keeps them sane. And obviously, you never want to be person B forever, in the sense of you don't want to constantly have to be someone's support, constantly have to be someone's rock. But I feel like because person A is almost not involving person B in this work thing, that's why this is so harmonious between the two of you. Let me go and grab some cards for person B, because I'm sure some of you are person B or want to hear more about person B. So what is person B going through? Is person B going through anything internally or externally? Or are they just, you know what? I just did get some message. Okay, overwhelmed. I feel like for a lot of you guys, I think that person A might be supporting person B financially, and person B maybe almost doesn't work. Okay, so this is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is exhaustion. And you know what? And it did come out when I was saying that nobody wants to be somebody's rock forever. You can't be someone's rock forever, right? It relationships don't work that way. There are days where they're both going to be able to give 50%, right? But there are also days where person B can only give 10%, and person A either has to be okay with that or put in the extra effort. And that's just the way it is. We are not all running at full capacity every single day. And one person can't be supporting someone else emotionally all of the time, just like somebody can't constantly be supporting someone else financially all the time. Now, I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to criticize relationships where only one works. I am not. You guys do you. If I didn't have to work, I wouldn't. And if I made enough money for my significant other to not work, then they wouldn't work. Like, I am in no way, shape, or form telling you that that isn't okay. But you guys do need to be filling up your own cups and filling up each other's cups in ways that perhaps you haven't been lately. Obviously, we all go through things, and in relationships, sometimes we do have to take a time out. That doesn't mean breaking up. That doesn't mean ending the relationship. But I feel like these two people are supporting each other so much, person A and person B, in opposite ways, which sounds great, but I think it does take a toll on person B when they see person A upset. And maybe person B isn't able to work. Maybe there are obviously physical reasons why person B can't work. And person B provides the emotional support for person A. So person A is okay with the arrangements, despite the fact that they're unhappy at work. But I do feel like them making the amount of money that they make and having a significant other that doesn't work or doesn't bring in as much money or enough money on their own is also taking a toll on them in the fact of like they don't feel like they can leave this job that they hate, that is draining them. They don't feel like they can do that. And person A or person B on some level doesn't feel like they can constantly support person A emotionally if it's going to be this bad all the time. That doesn't mean that person B doesn't want to do that. But I think person B also seems to know that person A can't just quit their job. Like, they can't, for whatever reasons. And yeah, sure, they might love each other, and the relationship between the two might feel emotionally very fulfilling and very great when it's good, and then when it's bad, it's taking too much out of person B to see person A this upset. And I don't think that person B knows what to do about it. And I feel like person B just doesn't know how to help person A, and it's a financial thing, and times are hard financially. Like, it's hard to leave a job that you don't like, that pays. Oh, this is the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords does indicate a lot of mental struggles, and this is for person B. And I feel like person A's struggles mentally and emotionally do weigh on person B a lot. And the thing is, I don't feel like these two people, person A and person B, shouldn't be together. I don't feel like this is a relationship where you shouldn't be together or anything like that. I feel like you two are very good for each other in a lot of ways. But there's definitely something that is weighing on them both. So what changes can be made in this relationship to help person A and person B feel better about their external circumstances? What action should person A or person B take? I don't know why these cards are flipped over like that. Oh, well, I did drop a bunch earlier, didn't I? Okay. The lovers. Maybe you guys need to retreat together. Maybe you guys just need to take a vacation. Maybe, if it's possible, take time away together. Get out of the house together. And maybe you guys do that all the time, but maybe planning to do something special with each other can almost help reset you both mentally. Because, as I said, I don't think these two people shouldn't be together. I think external factors of life that happen to everybody are weighing on these two people individually. And I do think that there needs to be a conversation had between person A and person B about how to move forward that is better for person A's health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, because that is something that is weighing heavily on them daily, I feel. And I don't feel like person B's weights are weighing them down daily. I think that it's just something they think about regularly. Obviously, having to emotionally support someone that's so unhappy with whatever it is that they're unhappy with. What's a good, I haven't done this in a while. I'm going to grab my dice because I want to see when you can expect improvements or expect external issues to either not be so impactful on you guys, or just when everything's going to clear up. I use Astro Dice. I just use the dice that has the zodiac symbols on them, all 12, and I tell you that basically Virgo season. So by Virgo season, so Virgo season is August. Oh, hey, we're in August right now. August 23rd to September 22nd. So I feel like a resolution. No, this is Scorpio. No. So I'm going to say between Virgo season and Scorpio season. So from the time that I'm filming this video, which is now, so the end of August till the end of November, I feel like is when there's going to be the most progression in this situation. I feel like within the next few months, you guys will have some sort of resolve, something figured out to where person A doesn't feel this way anymore, and person B doesn't have to constantly, like, for lack of a better phrase, hold person A's hand. And again, in a relationship, there are obviously going to be times where one person has to emotionally support the other more than they've had to in the past. That's just how relationships go when they last a long time. I do think that person A and person B are compatible. I do think that it is a good relationship. I think that once the two of you maybe take a time out from work, maybe both taking a vacation at the same time, going somewhere, even if it's no serious crazy no serious crazy like adventure that you go on, just time together, quality time together without work. I feel like that will really help you two make some kind of decision as far as what do we do for person A, in the sense of like person A seems to be the one that needs to make a change, and that change is probably going to affect person B, and obviously it's a change that they both need to be okay with. Okay, that is it for my reading. Let me know if you liked it down below. Let me know what you didn't like, what you liked. I do plan on doing more of these. I do have a playlist. It's all my videos are tarot videos, but my other playlist is true crime. It uses the other version of the tarot that I was talking about earlier, Carl Jung's version of the tarot. Carl Jung was a Swiss psychologist. He partnered with Freud for several years, and then they broke off because they obviously had differing opinions on psychology. I use Carl Jung's version of the tarot to analyze criminals. So if you're interested in that, check that playlist out. But otherwise, I hope you have a great day, morning, night, wherever it is, wherever you are, whenever you see this. And I will hopefully see you next time. Bye.